he was oppressed by his parents. For example, they prevented him from his rights, or they were unjust between him and his brothers and sisters, something like this. He can ask for justice. But when someone goes or does this, he should be aware that this is not an easy thing. So there should be a real good reason for this. For example, sometimes a son or a daughter goes to some imam, not necessarily to the court, to talk about or to complain against his parents. If this person has no good reason to do so, then he is committing a very big sin, a very major sin, because this is one of the grave sins, uquq al-walidain. Also, we talked about giving the charity, the rulings of giving the charity, and there is something in Islam called al-wakala. Al-wakala could be translated in general to something like power of attorney. When you ask someone to do something on your behalf, which means this person, something that you cannot do, or you are not professional in doing it, or even you don't have the time or the power to do it, then you can make wakala to someone to do it on your behalf. This wakala is permissible in Islam, and there is even a whole chapter known the chapter of wakala in the Islamic fiqh. And wakala could be in too many things. For example, in buying something, selling something, in even getting married, to ask someone to represent you in you want to get married to a lady and you are not in the same country, so someone would represent you to ask for her hand, or someone to represent you in accepting the marriage of his daughter or something like this. So all these are fields where we can have wakala. Even when you have some kind of attorney to represent you at the court, this is wakala, because he has more knowledge and more experience, and he is a professional in this. So this is wakala. And even the wakil can take money and can do it for free. And in the sadaqah also, there could be some kind of wakala. But anyway, not only in wakala, but in using anyone to do something for you, any worthy thing or any thing with regarding to the religious matters, we have to look for two things, two requirements. These two things are mentioned in Quran, in Surah Al-Qasas, for example, when the daughter of the righteous man, it said that it was Shu'aib in Madian, when she said to her father, قالت يا أبت استأجره, hire him. إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين. To hire, she asked her father to hire Musa to take care of his sheep or his cattle. And she mentioned the two reasons why she asked her father to hire him, because he was strong and he was an honest person. How did she know? Because when he moved the rock that the other shepherds put on the well, on the hole of the well, that tells how strong he was. And then when he went with the girl to her house, he said, let me walk in front of you. Don't walk in front of me. So he would not look to her, to see her. So she knew that he is strong and he is honest, and this is what is needed when you want to hire someone to do anything. For example, if you want to go to a doctor, this doctor should be a person of knowledge and experience in his field, and also should be honest. If he is not a person of knowledge and experience, he could give you the wrong medicine. He could even kill you. And also, if he is a person with no honesty, not an honest person, this could cause you a lot of troubles. He could give you the expensive medicine because he earned more money because of this. He could ask you to make tests very expensive tests that you do not need, for example, just because the laboratory will pay him. And this is so common sometimes in some countries, to do this. So the idea is to look for someone with power. Power does not mean just muscles and like physical power. It means like knowledge, experience. All these are types of power, and a person an honest person. For example, if you want to ask a mufti, a scholar, about some kind of fatwa, also, he should be a person of knowledge, a person who has experience in fatwa, who knows the lifestyle in the country he is giving fatwa, in the area he is giving fatwa within. I cannot go, even the highest scholar in the Islamic world, I cannot go to him and ask him about something he never dealt with. For example, when you go to Saudi Arabia and find a scholar and you ask him about things that is taking place in America and United States, he do not know. He do not know. He did not even live in this country to know how life it is. And also, someone from here who do not know how the life is like in Arabic countries, he cannot give fatwa about the matters happen there, unless it is something common in every place or something like similar in the two places. Also, in paying charity, or let's say distributing charity, also we need this wakil to be a person of experience, or a person who has the ability to deliver this charity to the right people. If you give it to someone who is like easy to be cheated, for example, and you said, here is $10,000, give it to the needy people. Maybe some people will come to him, we are needy, and he did not, maybe he does not do his homework, and he gives money to anyone, and after that, you will find that the money went to people who do not deserve it, or those who give the money to those who beg in the street, beggars in the street. Many of these people are not needy. Even some of them may be needy, but many of them are not needy, and even maybe they are very rich. It is their business. They do it as a kind of business for themselves. Some of them are millionaires, and too many stories about such people. So he should be a person of experience, of knowledge, who knows where to give this money, who are really in need, and would not be cheated. And for example, even sometimes the organizations, when you have organizations, they should they have people who are specialists. They go to the needy ones, they ask, they see their houses, where they live, are they really in need? They have workers, social workers, to do this. That's what's supposed to. The other thing or the other condition or requirement, to be honest. It doesn't matter if he's a person or an organization or masjid or anyone who is distribute the zakah or the charity on your behalf, should be an honest person and an honest organization. Because if this person or organization is not honest, then they could use the money in the wrong way, or simply take it or part of it for themselves. Yes, they can take part of it to, let's say, to run the organization, but sometimes they may take more than what they need or something like this. So you should give it to trusted party. And now it is also a kind of business that some people will establish organizations, so you should give it to the trusted ones, to the famous ones. Not any organization, they say, okay, give us your money, we will deliver it to the needy ones. Oh, okay, no. You have to do also your homework. As you do your homework, asking for the best physician when you go to a physician, who is the best physician in this, in this field? Who is the best builder when you build a house? Also, who is the best mufti? Who is the best organization to give my donation to? Things like this. And I remember a story, one of the imams, and he is my friend, they were trying to send blankets to people, to the refugees in Syria. And they collected some money, and they sent the money to Jordan. So they buy these blankets and send it to the refugees. The organization, which was supposed to deliver these blankets, said, you have to go to a specific store in Jordan and buy these blankets from that place. الإحرام للحافة اسمه blanket ولا شو بسموه؟ ولا أنا غلطان؟ Blanket that you cover yourself when you sleep. Heavy ones, بس. When they went to that store, they found that he is selling it for a very high price, like it is for, let's say, 15 Jordan dinars in the other stores. He want to sell it to them for 35 Jordan dinars. They said, no, your price is so high. He said, if you did not buy from me, this organization will never let you deliver them to the refugees. They will never enter Syria. Imagine. They are making a business. So such people are not honest. هذول بيسموه تجار الحروب, the merchants of wars. They want to benefit from the disasters of Muslims. So such people should be banned. You cannot give them your money. Because in this way, you help these people to do more and more of this bad business. So we have to look to someone who is able, who has the ability to do it in the right way, and as someone who is honest. Anyway, this tawkeel, to give the authority to someone to distribute your charity, it could be to give it, you give him the money to deliver it, or you ask him to pay on your behalf, then you pay him. And each one has a specific ruling, and this charity also could be an obligatory charity or voluntary charity. The obligatory charity like zakah, sadaqatul fitr, and sometimes the nadr, when you make nadr to give charity if something good happened to you, or sometimes it is kafaratu yameen, kafarat fidyatu siyam, something like this. These are obligatory charities, and sometimes there is voluntary charities. In both of them, there are rulings, and we will talk about them, inshallah, in the next dars. Also, we will talk if, when you ask someone to do this, how can he, or what can this person or this organization do? For example, if you give them the money to give it to the orphans, can they use it to build a school or mosque or to dig a well or something like this, or not? We will talk about this. Also, we will talk about can they sometimes use or take portion of this money because they are in need. Also, we will talk about this and how scholars or the Muslim scholars discuss this matter, inshallah. نسأل الله أن يرزقنا العلم النافع والعمل الصالح وأن يجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون